Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. So, guys, in this upload, I am going to show you a news item that came out not too long ago of someone who wants to go to Parliament. His name is Dr. Ryan Simpson. On a political platform yesterday, he told a group of PNP supporters that if they do not elect PNP to form the next government, Jamaica is going to be the next Haiti. Mark his word. So I am going to let you hear it and then we'll come back and discuss.
Sales going up all over the place. The problem is there is money in Jamaica, but only a few people are benefiting from the money. Only a handful of people are actually experiencing, are beneficiaries of the wealth that is in Jamaica. So that what you have is a big disparity between the rich and the poor. I feel that Jamaica, if the People's National Party don't win the next general election, Jamaica is going to be the next Haiti. Mark my words.
So who is Ryan Simpson? Ryan Simpson was the GLP candidate in 2020 who was going to run against Lisa Hanna in Southeast St. Anne. Ryan Simpson, that was during COVID, so he went abroad, and when he came back, he did not go into quarantine. So because of that, he was ousted, dismissed by the Jamaica Labour Party. After the election, and right after Mark Golding became the president of the PNP, he immediately recruited Ryan Simpson. So Ryan is now telling the Jamaican people that if they do not elect Mark Golding for the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, that Jamaica will become the next Haiti. Now, people, if Ryan knew his politics and he knew his history, he would know that the closest Jamaica ever came to being Haiti was when Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and Omar Davis engineered Finac. At that time, over 44,000 Jamaican businesses, entrepreneurs, middle-class working people were left homeless, assetless, stressed, migrated, ruined, and died, and even sick as a result of Finac, including PNP people. Now, when you wipe out so many people in your country, what do you think is going to happen? You have a financial meltdown, and according to people, including members of the PNP, they said that it's the biggest transfer of wealth from that class of people to the very rich in the country. The only time in history that has ever happened.
Very, very hard to cope with life like this.
After working hard for several years to build his dream house, he was thrown out in an instant, losing belongings he and his family had spent years accumulating. The Finac entrepreneur claims his house, which was valued at between $9 and $11 million, was offloaded by Finac for just $3.5 million.
At the time when the house sold, they said that who 11 point odd million. And they said they sold it for 3.5, and I still have a balance of 7 point something. Up to now, I don't know if I still owe that money or what happened. I don't know if I have a money in my hand now, if they will come to me for that money, because they say I owe it, and I don't know if it's still growing interest. Because every time we ask for an account, nobody won't give it to us.
Mr. Willis says he ended up being Finac because he took a revolving loan from the now defunct Eagle Commercial Bank. However, with the interest rates skyrocketing, he, like many others, found it difficult to keep a pace with the financial demands. Dealing with the emotional toll of Finac hasn't been easy for many who were forced to start life all over again.
So, if Mr. Simpson wants to talk about Jamaica becoming Haiti, if Jamaica didn't become Haiti them time there, is now Jamaica going to become Haiti with what Andrew Holness are doing at the country? Not likely. I don't think so. I think he's over-exaggerating. I think he's being an alarmist because they want power I think they're probably frustrated because Mark Golding does not have the traction. There's not that political groundswell happening for Mark Golding. I mean, the man is buying his own polls, running his own polls. That's what it comes down to. So I hear anger, I hear impatience, I hear frustration. Meanwhile, in other and more serious news, guys, wanna check out this plane that landed at Norman Manley.
Authorized plane in Jamaica Friday. The details from Dwayne Anderson.
Scores of Indian visitors enjoying the sights and sounds of downtown Kingston on a Sunday afternoon. The issue is, they should not be here, nor should they be moving around this freely unsupervised. We understand the Indian nationals were among 218 individuals who arrived in Jamaica via a chartered flight. The flight, a white and blue Airbus A340, is registered in Germany. It has also since been impounded and remains on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft and those aboard did not have the relevant approval, including the passenger manifest, to come to Jamaica. Law enforcement sources told our news center that the chartered airline also did not state it was arriving in Jamaica. Nevertheless, civil aviation officials allowed the aircraft to land. We were further reliably informed that the flight transited through Dubai, and they'd made a stop in the Egyptian capital Cairo, where an Uzbek national was picked up before heading to Jamaica. The Uzbekistan national, based on our checks, is of interest to government officials in the United States. Interestingly, another Uzbek national who also arrived on a previous flight was eventually detained when the authorities started investigating this Indian chartered flight. Now, after this flight with the Indian nationals arrived in Jamaica, there was a lot of discussion among the authorities on how to treat with the situation. It was eventually decided to allow them to deboard and stay at the 4-star Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston under police guard while the situation is worked on. Checks also revealed that the charter had no arrangement to take the passengers back to their destination, which aroused the suspicion of authorities. Which brings us back to these initial images in downtown Kingston on Sunday afternoon, where many of the passengers were seen freely going about their business. Some appeared to be shopping for snacks and treats. We also understand some of them may have also left the hotel entirely. When we pressed our sources on why they were allowed to go to a 4-star hotel, we were told that Jamaica has no detention center at the airport and no space in our remand center for so many people. Our source added that the passengers actually booked to stay at the hotel. They, however, did not pay for the rooms, but the source says that's why officials allowed them to go there. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, in a related development, TVJ News has learned that the German embassy is now involved in the matter, as the crew members are German nationals. The aircraft is also German-owned. The sources told our news center that members of the German crew are upset as they did not plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. We were informed that the plan was for the crew to fly the charter with 218 passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew contacted the embassy here in Jamaica, Kingston, yesterday, which has intervened. Local stakeholders are reacting.
Guys, wanna realize what happened there? I wonder if wanna realize how serious this thing here is. You know, say if any if any unauthorized aircraft come in a certain people airspace, you know, say it'll go down, right? Now in Jamaica, why would they even allow this aircraft to land? I could have anybody in it come to anything, you know? Not only did they let them land, but they make them leave. No, me have to laugh. Because them should have processed every single one of them. All 218 of them should have processed and should have been deported. Because clearly, there is some kind of ring a guan in a Jamaica where these Indian people are coming there illegally. And that's a guan, you know. 218, you know, hear what the captain say? Him never planned to carry them going back. So you know what time it is. Now these people must all be investigated. Every local Indian community, business community in Jamaica, all of them to investigate and surveillance and everything. Listen to them conversation and make somebody translate it and find out which one of them has this illegal human smuggling ring in the country. This is crazy. Like, there should have been more done. And you type in a comment and let me know if you don't agree. Because I've never seen anything like this. A plane when authorized to land on your runway. And them are going to let off the people them on them. Anyway, guys.
Program will highlight the roads that needs to be fixed, the drains that need to be fixed, bridges that are in bad condition. What you to do is to take photos, take videos of different situations, which means that when we return as government, we will already have a listing of priority infrastructure that needs to be sorted out as soon as possible.
So guys, remember I brought you this video a few weeks ago where the former member of parliament, Dwayne Vaz, was telling his constituents via video that they need to take pictures and videos of all the roads and other infrastructure problems, send them to him. And so, when he comes back to government, he will have this information to fix roads or whatever. Now, come to find out, the government has put aside over $40 billion to look after the infrastructure, the road infrastructure, road networking in Jamaica, right? And Dwayne Vaz never once mentioned in this video that the government is putting something in place to deal with the road conditions in the country. So Desmond put out this statement.
And I want to emphasize that. And I commend the Mayor of Kingston for endorsing the program. Regardless of what color shirt you wear, your front end feel it. I want to make the point, which is important, that this project is non-partisan. It is not a political program, and I want to emphasize that. And I commend the Mayor of Kingston for endorsing the program. Regardless of what color shirt you wear, your front end feel it. So you don't have one road for green and one for orange. Everybody use the same road, and everybody is affected in the same way.
So guys, deception is not cool, and there's nothing wrong with saying to the government or to the people that, hey, this $40 billion that, the government is going to use to repair the roads or fix the roads, it's a good thing, and let the people know what's going on. But this deception vibe that I'm getting, it not look good, Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you're keeping it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. See you in the next video.